Are we live? I think we're live, people! Excuse me. Had a little feather in my throat there. Let's try that again, shall we? I think we're live, people! Everybody, it's Yu-Gi-Oh! Master 88 here, and welcome to the newest edition of the Linux Coffee House. I will get started very shortly, but a little bit of housekeeping as usual. First up, I want to apologize for being an hour late. I slept in a little bit this morning, so please forgive me. That's for you, Brian, if you ever watch this. Um, Anywho, I just want to make some announcements, get some things out of the way before we get started. Let me pull up my StreamYard schedule and tell you all what will be happening. The Slackware Live installation is tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then for the other event that I have scheduled here, the next Edo Pro Duel Night is July 31st at 5 p.m. Hold on just a minute, folks. I gotta delete an event from my StreamYard stream. That just happened not long ago. There we go. I got it. Okay. Okay, so we got the event going. Perfect. Let's see here. Other things that I was going to say, yes. Anywho, besides the Edo Pro Duel Night and the Slackware Live installation that's going to happen tomorrow, the first Edo Pro Duel Night for August, I have not set a time for it or a schedule, but a future channel update will be happening to let you all know when that will be. As for the Linux, as for the tech reports and the Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck promos that were supposed to go out this week, I apologize for not pushing those out. I've been busy. I'm hoping to get those pushed out either sometime tonight or tomorrow morning. They're going to be very late, but you'll get them. Other than that, the next month's live Linux distribution installation will be Void Linux. Yes, I'm going to be doing Void Linux next month as for the installation in August. So keep a lookout for that. As for any other announcements I have at this time, let me think. Do I have any other announcements that I'm going to have at this time? Not really. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pretty much get right into the nitty-gritty here and get the news articles ready, and within about 3 to 4 minutes, we will get this thing started. So get your coffee. I know I got mine. And yeah, just stick around because in about 3 to 4 minutes, we're going to get this new show started. Okay, let me just get everything ready here. There's a specific Linux news site that I go to every time I do my news. I just gotta find it. There it is. Found it. There we go. Perfect. Okay, I got the news articles all ready to go. But first, coffee. Okay, let me share my screen, people. The time limit has expired. I think it's as good time as any to start sharing. So let me find my little screen sharing button. There it is. Let me share my screen here. Okay, so right now I got pretty much the latest news going on here. This is pretty much the site that I use all the time. Baronix. I get really good news articles from this place. Really good. Let me just see here. Let me unshare my screen for just 1 second because I just noticed something. Hold on, folks. Hold on. I just noticed that this. I didn't realize this beforehand. I apologize. Let's see. There we go. I got it now. I got it. Now let's try this again. So right now, what we're going to do is we're going to share my screen, and here's the first article for the Linux Coffee House. SUSE announces it's forking Rail to maintain a Rail compatible distro. Yesterday, Oracle published an interesting announcement and doubling down on their intentions of keeping Oracle Linux compatible with Red Hat Enterprise Linux following Red Hat's controversial announcement last month. Today is another very interesting response to Red Hat's recent shift, this time from the SUSE Linux folks. SUSE announced that they will be forking Rail. Yes, really. Today, SUSE, the company behind Rancher, Novector, and SUSE Enterprise, SUSE Linux Enterprise, and a global leader in enterprise free and open source solutions, or FOSS, announced it is forking publicly available Red Hat Enterprise Linux, and it will develop and maintain a Rail-compatible distribution available to all without restrictions. Over the next few years, SUSE plans to invest more than $10 million into this project. SUSE's announcement says they remain fully committed to SUSE Linux Enterprise and OpenSUSE while acknowledging that enterprises and free and open source communities deserve choice and freedom from vendor lock-in. SUSE plans on contributing their Rail fork project to a free and open source foundation and to ensure ongoing free access to this alternative source code. More details on this surprise announcement at SUSE.com. So essentially, folks, that's really good news in my opinion. I mean, they're another company taking a stand for essentially getting a lot more freedom for their community and getting a lot more freedom from vendor lock-in. Very good. Okay, let's go to the next article, shall we? Now, this one I spotted just recently. Okay, the next article in the Linux Coffee House. Cosmic desktop improvements, fractional scaling, wallpaper settings. System 76 developers working on their Rust-written Cosmic desktop have recent have recently been improving a number of areas for this free and open source desktop. In recent weeks, some of the Cosmic enhancements have included tiled window resizing improvements, wallpaper settings, and scaling have been implemented. A notification domain is in development. Fractional scaling is now implemented for Cosmic, and text handling written within the Cosmic desktop environment continues to be enhanced. More details on this month's updates to Cosmic can be found over on the System 76 blog. It will certainly be interesting to see how far Cosmic comes by the time of Pop! OS 24.04 LTS next year. We'll see what happens, won't we? But very interesting improvements indeed. Okay, before I go into the next few articles, let me just make sure that everything is doing okay. Everything's fine. The current bit rate is a little low, but you know what? That should be fine. That should be fine. All right. Okay. All right. Time to get into the third article of the Linux Coffee House. This will be a pretty short article, but it's a good one. All right. The Fedora. Okay. Fedora debates adding desktop telemetry. The Fedora team has opened a discussion on the subject of collecting telemetry on desktop usage to be given to the Red Hat Display Systems team. The Red Hat Display Systems team, which develops the desktop, proposes to enable limited data collection of anonymous Fedora workstation usage metrics. Fedora is a free and open source community project, and nobody is interested in violating user privacy. We do not want to collect data about individual users. We only want to collect we only want to collect only aggregate usage metrics that that are actually needed to achieve specific Fedora improvement objectives, and no more. A debate on the proposal is ongoing in which it is stated that the data collection would be opt out if implemented. Okay, okay, not bad. Not bad at all. Okay. All right. Time to get into the fourth article in the Linux Coffee House. Zorn OS unveils new upgrade utility. The Zorn OS project has unveiled a new upgrade utility to help users migrate between versions of the distribution. In the past, the only way to upgrade between major releases of Zorn OS, for example, Zorn OS 15 or 16, between editions, Zorn OS Core to Pro, was to perform a clean install. That meant you needed to back up your files and erase your apps and settings upon each major upgrade. Before setting up your work environment from scratch again, the new Zorn OS upgrader makes the process easier by allowing you to keep your current installation, Simply follow a few quick steps to select your upgrade option and sit back while it handles the heavy lifting. Instructions on how to use the new upgrade utility can be found in the project's documentation. I will say it's very good. Very good. Very nice upgrade utility, in my opinion. Very nice indeed. Before I get to the final article for the Linux Coffee House, then wrapping this thing up. This is a short Linux Coffee House, by the way. Um, I want to try to keep these Linux Coffee Houses as short as possible. Maybe about an hour, maybe about 30 minutes up to an hour, most likely, depending on how many articles I have. If I have more than five articles, it's going to go a little longer. But if I have 30 minutes or less is minimum. But anyway, I want to just get this announcement out of the way before we get to the final article of the next coffee house. Then wrapping up. If you enjoy these live streams just as much as I do, then smash that like button, ring a ding that notification bell, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. The next live installation is in August. August 10th, 5 p.m. is the Void Linux live installation. The next Pro Dual Night is July 31st at 5 p.m. And tomorrow is the Slackware live installation, which is at 3 p.m. So keep a lookout for all those. Anywho, now that I've made those announcements, let me check the live chat here. And nobody's in there as of right now, but if anybody sees this replay, I'm pretty sure you'll enjoy it nevertheless. Anyway, let's get to the final article of the Linux Coffee House, then we'll wrap things up. Ubuntu 23.10 aiming to ship a GIMP 3.0 snapshot. Well, GIMP 3.0 stable, likely not set to debut in 2023. Rather, at latest release candidates are expected. Canonical is looking at shipping a GIMP 3.0 snapshot in Ubuntu 23.10 in hopes of GIMP 3.0 stable by the time of Ubuntu 24.04 LTS, or at least a near final 3.0 state. GIMP 3.0 has been a long time coming with its port to the GTK toolkit, Wayland enablement, partial CYMK coverage, new theming, and countless other improvements to this excellent free and open source software alternative to the Adobe Photoshop. With the latest GIMP 3.0 development release being very close to the release candidate phase, Ubuntu 23.10 is likely to ship a development version of this image manipulation program. GIMP 2.99 releases are much better than the current GIMP 2.10 stable series, and the hope too is for further ensuring the GIMP 2.99 to 3.0 support is in good shape before the Ubuntu 24.04 long-term support release. Jeremy Baksha, sorry if I pronounced your name incorrectly, of Canonical, who maintains the GIMP package for Ubuntu, has laid out the proposal for shipping a GIMP 3.0 development snapshot for Ubuntu 23.10, due out in October. And with that being said, that is pretty much all 5 articles. I will give this about a 2-minute warning, and then we will wrap things up from here. Once again, I thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for coming. If anybody has missed this live stream of the Linux Coffee House, don't fear. The replay will be available after the stream is over. I guarantee it. Like I reiterated 2 times earlier, there's a whole bunch of event. There's a few events coming down the pipeline over the next day up to a few weeks from now. Um, Other events that are being planned for August are up in the air right now due to my schedule. I don't know, other than the Void Linux live install. I don't know when the first Edo July for August is going to be, but I'll let you know when the time comes. Because there will be an Edo July in August. It's just I don't know when that's going to be yet. Um, so so that's up in the air at least for now. But expect a channel update to come um, very soon. Also, I will be uploading sometime this morning or late tonight the two Yu-Gi-Oh deck profiles plus the two tech reports, very short tech reports. Um, so keep a lookout for those. Other than that, there's not much I need to say. I am going to pretty much put this put the I'm pretty much going to call this a done live stream. This has been the Linux Coffee House. I thank you all so much for coming. Thank you all so much for watching. But until then, this is Yu-Gi-Oh! Master 88 saying see you later. Have a good rest of your morning, ladies and gentlemen, and I will see you tomorrow for the Slackware live installation. And keep a lookout for the two tech reports and the Yu-Gi-Oh deck profiles. Have a good rest of your morning, and I will see you all later. Good night. Good morning. Have a good rest of your morning. Got a little tongue tied there. Bye bye.